a 228R Texas Speed cam. It has Texas Speed long tube headers into a custom Y pipe that I had to rearrange a little bit because it also has S&W subframe connectors. Has a steel drive shaft because I broke the aluminum one almost immediately at the track. Outside of that, it also has a redone rear end. It doesn't have the stock 10 bolt anymore because I also blew that up. Didn't last very long because the car is a 6-speed car, and they don't really, the 10 bolts don't typically last on these cars with the 6-speed when you launch them. So, and also the gears have been changed. The gears are 411 gears, and then it also has a set of weld drag wheels on the back with a 26-inch tall Mickey Thompson ET Street tire. So that's just pretty much the specs on my car, just so you have an idea of later in the video when I'm actually racing, you know, all the stuff that's done to it, so you can kind of compare that to the times that I'm running, maybe in comparison to the car that you have, and give yourself an idea of where you might be at the track and stuff like that. So like I said, we're just heading down to, I'm going to meet up with Mike at Wawa right now, and then we're going to head down to ACO, and I'll show you guys a little bit of the what goes on at the drag strip down there, and hopefully get some really great footage of some other cars for you. So unfortunately, one of the issues with going to ACO on Fridays for the test and tune like me and Mike are doing right now is there tends to be a lot of traffic that builds up on one specific road. So unfortunately I'm stuck in it right now, but I figured I would just use this chance to kind of talk a little bit about what my goals are for tonight. The last time that I went out to the track, I ran a 12.7 something, and I really think that this car is capable of a lot more than a 12.7. I'm thinking a realistic goal for tonight would be a 12.5. I don't think that's too far-fetched. One of the differences that I've made with the car since the last pass that I made when I ran the 12.7 is that the car now has a smaller tire on it. I was running a 28-inch tall Mickey Thompson tire, the ET Street, same tire, just a little bit taller, and I've switched to a 26-inch tire because I think part of the problem that I was having is that the car, I was having to rev the car all the way out almost to red line just to get it to leave the line, and you know, because the taller tires hook up really, really well, so the car was bogging. So now I'm hoping with the smaller tire, it's still the same width, so I'll have right around, you know, the same amount of grip, but it'll be easier for the motor to turn the tire from a dead stop. So I'm really hoping to cut my 60-foot time as well. Last time, the best 60-foot time that I was able to get was a 1.8 something, and I'm hoping to cut that down to a 1.7 something. Like I said, I don't have the time slip in front of me right now, so I can't give you the exact numbers, but as soon as I actually run a pass, I'll put them in front of the camera and we'll compare my 60-foot and overall time, just so people get an idea of the different size tires and what that does to your 60-foot and your speed and your end time as well. So as soon as I get out of traffic and go through tech, hopefully we'll get some good footage for you guys here in a minute. Alright guys, so they had a lot of problems with people spilling fluids on the track, so this is our first run of the night, unfortunately. Hopefully I'm going to get to race Mike here in a minute. So we'll see how the Camaro does against his Speed 3 with the new 26-inch tires versus the 28-inch tires. See if we can cut that 60-foot down a little bit. Alright, here we go on the burnout. Good burnout. Coming up to the stage lights. Trying to stay in the groove here. Mike is staged. it up. Here we go. Some really bad vibration on the top end. I don't know if something's loose. We may have to check it out, but I ended up hitting the rev limiter, so that's probably not going to be a very good run, even though the launch was decent. We'll have to see on the time slip. The 60 foot was much better, but I think the overall time was going to be way worse because I ended up hitting the rev limiter in second gear because I was watching Mike when I should have been watching the TAC, which is my fault. But we'll check out the time slip and see how we did. Hopefully at least the 60 foot was better, and we'll be able to say that the tires, the smaller tires, are a better setup. So we'll check it out here in a second, and I'll show you guys the time slip. We'll see how we did. Alrighty, let me take this helmet off here. Woo! So not a bad run overall. Like I said, I did hit the rev limiter in second gear, which kind of sucked. And then something that I wasn't really expecting is the smaller tires actually really make me wind the, I guess I was in probably fifth. I'd have to go back and look at the video, but I really had to wind the last gear out, which I didn't have to do with the taller tires. I guess the little bit of a shorter tire really makes a big difference as far as the gearing too. So as soon as I park, I'm gonna take a look at this time slip and I'll share it with you guys. Like I said, hopefully it'll be better. Oh man, I was close. 12.8. So I didn't cut a better time. My best time on the bigger tire was a 12.7, but a 12.837, that's not too bad. My 60 foot was a 1.8. That kind of sucks. I want to get down to a 1.7. I don't know. It felt okay. Like I said, on the top end was really bad, but I'm gonna go ahead and compare the time slips, and I'll show you guys in a second. Alright guys, so unfortunately there was a lot of problems at the track tonight as far as people breaking their cars, spilling fluids all over the track. So I really didn't get to do much with the car at all, to be honest. I only got one run in, which really sucks because I really wanted to test out the smaller tires more, because I had a bad run my first run with hitting the rev limiter. So unfortunately, like I said, not really a good night at the track. Mike in the Speed 3, he ran a much better run. I didn't even get to film any of the stuff of the supercharged Mustang tonight. We're gonna go back really soon though, and I'll get way better footage next time. Hopefully the track conditions will be a little bit better. We'll have a couple more runs. I'll try to get there a little bit earlier and get some better footage for you guys. But that's pretty much it for the first vlog. If you want to see more Camaro stuff, more street racing, drag racing, all kinds of stuff like that, make sure you stay tuned to the channel and subscribe. I'm also doing a giveaway of a $25 Amazon gift card, so make sure you subscribe. look out for more awesome content coming your way. And have a great day, guys. Thanks.